Hi, I'm Triforce Legos, and today we're going to be making the three medallions from A Link to the Past. In order, we're going to be making the Bamos medallion, the Ether medallion, and the Quake medallion. Now, when I played Link to the Past, I only used the Bamos medallion, since the other ones, as far as I could tell, there was no real advantage to using them. The Bamos medallion killed basically all enemies on screen, whether they were flying or on the ground, so the other two to me didn't have any purpose, so I never used them. I'm gonna be trying to post more videos on this channel since right now this is only my second video, and both of the projects that I've done have been relatively small, the first one being just Mario and Luigi, and this one is just the medallions, which, as you'll see in a little bit, are relatively small. They're about the size of my hand when they're fully built. I think the next one I'm going to do is Samus Aran from the original Metroid, and then probably Donkey Kong or one of the other Mario bosses, even though he's technically not a boss from Mario. It doesn't matter. The point is I'll be making a lot more stuff and a lot more large projects soon. You also might have noticed that I have a new setup here. I now have a wooden table and a white background instead of the blue background that I had before. This is because I'm now filming in my room instead of the basement where all my Legos are. And actually in this video I get another new setup. And that's because this table, whether you can see it or not in the actual video, shakes a lot, and it would kind of cause my phone to shake, and it was just a whole mess with everything. So now I got a much more stable table. Stable table. I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking of getting a PO box soon, so that if anybody wants to buy these, I can have them send me money and I can send it back to them. And the reason why I have a PO box would be so nobody would know where I live, because you know that's fucking creepy. And the reason why I want to sell them is because, well, one, obviously money, but it's also something that I enjoyed doing. I think it was last year, because last year my sister's friends saw what I made, and they're like, "Hey, can I buy this off of you?" And I actually made quite a bit of money off of it. I think in one summer I made around $200, and it was relatively small stuff. I'll post what I made eventually. I made, I believe, Batman, a football player from the Eagles, uh, Leonardo and Raphael from Ninja Turtles, and just a bunch of other stuff that people asked if I could make. And obviously, seeing how what I do, I could. So once all that gets set up, you can, if you guys want to buy one of these, you can. Uh, take It takes the hassle out of actually building stuff, and some of the bigger stuff. It might seem simple to just build it, but it really isn't. Sometimes these can take up to a week to make. I'll post it eventually, but uh, Bowser or Ganon from the original Legend of Zelda, those took me around a week to build, and most people don't even have that many Legos, and trust me, Legos are expensive nowadays. I can pay about $10 and only get a small amount of Legos. It's kind of sad. Like, 100 Legos sounds like a lot, but 100 Legos can fit in a baggie, like one of those Ziploc bags. It's insane how little Legos you get for how much you pay. And that's also why I've kind of stopped buying Lego sets nowadays. I can't really afford them because I don't make any money right now. I'm unemployed. I don't have a job. So I can't just go willy-nilly and buy up to $50 for a small set. And you think I'm exaggerating. I'm really not. Some of the $50 sets I could hold in my hands comfortably. And even some of the smaller sets, like, put three fingers together That's how big some of the $10 sets are. In my opinion, it's a ripoff. But I still buy them because I love Legos. I love building them. I love looking at them. I love playing with them. Everything about Legos is fun to me. They can build almost anything out of them. And it's just fun. But I only get them around Christmas or my birthday because that's when I have money. And half the time, I just buy Lego bricks so I can make this kind of stuff for you. And if I don't post it here, I post it to either Zelda or, as you'll see now, my Twitter, which I just started posting on. And here's the Lego Goma that I made a while back, and then further down is the Ganon that I made. And like I said, that took maybe about a week, but this was when I was really low on Lego, so part of that might be the reason. And even these small things eat up Legos like a fat guy eats up cookies. Like, as you can see, what would usually be a 1x2, I have to replace with the 1x1s for the little white ones, because by the time I was on the third, or even the second one, I was starting to run out of the white pieces. Some of the bigger ones I had, like the 2x4s, but anything smaller than a 2x2 was just made out of 1x1. So hopefully when I get my order of Legos soon, I'll be able to build more stuff without having to resort to these kind of tactics. Also, out of curiosity, you guys can tell me in the comments down below, do you want me to have music playing as I'm speaking? Because I feel like I took the sound out of the video because it's a lot of clanking sounds and it's just not pleasant to listen to, especially when I drop Legos onto the table on the ground or something falls over. Just not pleasant to listen to, but it probably would help fill the silence, though I feel music would be a much better solution, but I don't know what's copyrighted and what's not and what would go along well with this. So until then, you're just going to have to deal with me talking and whatever sounds are happening around me. So I'm sorry for that, unless for whatever reason you really like my voice, which I highly doubt. And one more thing before I go. If you have any questions that you want me to talk about on the show, or any ideas for what I should make next, tell me down below. It's always good to have something to do, and it's always great to hear from you guys. So until then, I will see you guys later.